The Bible spoke of these major scientific concepts well before science ever discovered them. Prepare to have your mind blown and your faith built up. First, let's talk about the roundness of the Earth. This is a fundamental aspect of our planet that we often take for granted today. We see it now in globes, maps, and even from space. But imagine living thousands of years ago when the common belief was that the Earth was flat. It was a revolutionary idea to think otherwise. Thousands of years ago, Isaiah 40:22 described God sitting above the circle of the Earth. This was a time when most people believed in a flat Earth. The idea of a spherical Earth was not widely accepted until much later. Yet here it was, written in ancient scripture, suggesting a round Earth long before it was scientifically proven. It wasn't until much later that Greek philosophers and space exploration confirmed this. Greek philosophers like Pythagoras and Aristotle began to theorize about a spherical Earth, but it took centuries for this idea to gain traction. Finally, with the advent of space exploration, we were able to see our planet from space, confirming its roundness beyond any doubt. Next up, the water cycle. This is another concept that we now understand well, but it wasn't always common knowledge. The water cycle is a continuous process by which water moves from the Earth's surface to the atmosphere and back again. It's a crucial part of our ecosystem, affecting weather patterns, agriculture, and even our daily lives. Ecclesiastes 1:7 nailed it by saying, "Rivers run into the sea and return to their source." This ancient text described the water cycle in a way that was remarkably accurate for its time. It captured the essence of how water moves through our environment long before modern science could explain it in detail. Modern science only figured out this cycle in the 17th century. Mind blown. It took the work of scientists like Pierre Perrault and Eden Marriott to fully understand and describe the water cycle. Their discoveries laid the groundwork for our current understanding of hydrology, but the basic concept was already there in ancient scripture. How about Earth's suspension in space? This is a concept that seems almost obvious to us now, thanks to our knowledge of astronomy and space exploration. But for ancient civilizations, the idea that the Earth was suspended in the vastness of space was nothing short of extraordinary. Job 26:7 claimed the Earth is suspended over nothing. This verse described a reality that was far beyond the scientific understanding of the time. It suggested that the Earth was hanging in space, unsupported by anything, which was a radical departure from the common belief that the Earth was flat and rested on something solid. Space explorers confirmed this incredible fact just a few decades ago. Wow! The images and data collected from space missions have shown us that the Earth is indeed suspended in the vast emptiness of space, just as described in the ancient text. This is a powerful example of how ancient wisdom can align with modern scientific discoveries. Leviticus 13:46 instructed people with disease to live alone outside the camp. This was an early form of quarantine, a practice that has become crucial in controlling the spread of infectious diseases. The idea of isolating sick individuals to prevent the spread of disease was a significant step forward in public health. This principle wasn't formally adopted until the Black Plague hit in the 14th century. During the Black Plague, quarantine measures were implemented to try to control the spread of the disease. These measures were based on the same principles described in Leviticus, showing how ancient wisdom can inform modern practices. Lastly, here is another area the Bible demonstrated advanced knowledge: ocean currents. The movement of water in the oceans is a complex and dynamic process that affects climate, weather, and marine life. Understanding ocean currents has been crucial for navigation, fishing, and even predicting weather patterns. Psalm 8:8 mentions the paths of the seas. This ancient text referred to the existence of ocean currents long before they were scientifically mapped. It suggested that there were specific paths in the seas, which is exactly what modern oceanography has discovered. It took until the 19th century for Matthew Maury to map them out. Incredible. Maury, often called the pathfinder of the seas, used data from ship logs to chart the ocean currents, confirming what was hinted at in ancient scripture. His work revolutionized navigation and our understanding of the ocean. For more awe-inspiring facts, like and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's next. There's so much more to discover, and we can't wait to share it with you.